Hello everybody, welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be talking about the escape plan and the disciplinary action. Now I believe these are both great weapons, but today we're going to see which one is better, and let's get into it. Now the escape plan, when this weapon is active, your move speed is increased as the user becomes, injured, and you are marked for death when it is active, so that means the enemies deal mini crits to you instead of the normal damage. And it also has a minus 90% less healing from medic sources. This only applies to it when it is active, so that doesn't really matter. So yeah, let's get into it. It's great at getting away from sticky situations, like if you're very low on health. It's great at getting away from situations like that. And yeah, it's like the name suggests, it's good for escaping. And don't just randomly pull this weapon out, because you're gonna die very fast if you pull this weapon out randomly. Because usually you might pull your shovel out to do some damage. This isn't for that. Don't use this for damage. So yeah, just to warn you, I wouldn't use this for damage. So yeah, it's also great for building Uber because of the minus 90% less medic healing from medic sources. So yeah, it's great at building Uber pushes. So you can build Uber pushes very fast with this weapon because of that. Yeah, it's great for building Uber. But the mark for death isn't the most ideal thing. You're going to die pretty fast in the mark for death situations because of the mini crits. Mini crits actually do a lot of damage. People only really think full crits do lots of damage, but mini crits do a hell of a lot of damage because it's just more I think it's double damage because crit is tripled. So yeah, it still does a hell of a lot of damage, and yeah, it's still great. It's still great at doing damage. Mini crits. And also it's also there a short period of time after you switch weapons, so that means you are marked for death a second after you switch your weapons. So that is also a very bad thing. You would mark for death after you switch weapons. So yeah, you're very vulnerable when using this weapon, even when you're on, because you're on low health, and then you've got the marked for death, and yeah, you'll just die very fast, even from a pistol. A pistol will kill you absolutely. It'll just destroy you because of the mini crits that it will do. So yeah, you do want to use this weapon. You don't want to just pull it out at like 100 health. You want to pull it out at like 50 because you're safe at 50, and you'll go a decent amount of speed. At 100, you don't go that fast, but at 50, you go really fast. So yeah, 50 is great speed to pull this weapon out at. But yeah, don't pull it out at like 20 or 10 because there's no point. I mean, you can if there are no enemies around, but yeah, it's just easy at escaping this weapon. Yeah, pull it out at 50, not 100, because 100 you'll die so fast if you do it at 100, because you're not even that fast at 100. But yeah, this weapon's still great, but I don't think it stands a chance against the other weapon we're going to be comparing it to. So we'll get into that in just a second. And that is the disciplinary action. Now, I think the disciplinary action is better than stock, because on hit, it boosts you and your teammates. So it's great at getting big pushes and going fast. It also has a minus 25% damage penalty, but that doesn't matter because of the upside. So yeah, we're going to talk about the disciplinary action, how I actually think it is better. So yeah, when you hit somebody, it makes you go fast. So that's the really good thing about it. You go really fast when you hit somebody with it. And it's just great at pushing the enemy back. Say you hit a heavy. If you hit a heavy, it makes them go super fast, and you can just hit them as much times as you want, and you can just stack it up, and you'll be fast forever. So yeah, that's great about this weapon. It's good, really good for mobility. So if you're saying you want to get over to the other side of the map fast, your teammates will always be around you, so you won't have to, just be slow soldier and give up some health for, a rocket jump. So you can just use this weapon without the cost of anything. You just need your teammate there. And teammates are probably mostly going to be around the map. And if you do hit an enemy, you won't do that much damage to it. But I don't really use my melee weapon for doing that much damage. I usually use it as a utility like this and the escape plan. But this is better than the escape plan, because you can control when you want to go fast. So you don't have to just wait, You can just go fast whenever you want, because teammates will most likely always be around you. There's always going to be a sniper or someone in the lobby around, so yeah, that you can just go faster any times. But the escape plan, you need to get really vulnerable to use it, because you need to get down to low health, and it also gives you mini crits. So yeah, this is just a better version of it. I believe this is the best soldier melee for most types of weapons, if you're using any weapon, because the mobility it grants you is just insane. Like, you will never have any other mobility like this weapon. So yeah, I believe this is definitely the best soldier melee weapon. You must use it at all times, because this weapon is great. Okay, I mean it's awesome. Like, it's probably one of the top weapons because of the mobility it grants you, and it also boosts your team. So you're gonna be a great teammate with this weapon because it boosts your team. So yeah, it's just overall better than any other weapon, I believe, any other melee weapon. Because most of the other melee weapons, like the Equalizer, do more damage. They focus on damage, and the Market Gardener, that you have to sacrifice stuff for those. So no, I wouldn't really use those. So yeah, I do believe this is definitely better. Give it a try. It's obviously like one of the best. Okay, so use it at all times, even if you're playing apart from if you're playing Trojan. Okay, but you can use this with almost any weapon because of the mobility it grants you, and just the great teammate. You'll be the best teammate in the game. So yeah, that's about all I have to say about the disciplinary action. It's just a great thing. Use it whenever you can because it's so great. And yeah, just don't throw this weapon away, because most people throw it away for the damage penalty, and that is a bad downside. But it's not that bad, considering you will not really use your shovel unless you're using the Market Gardener for damage, because you usually rocket jump over to someone and hit them with your shovel. So yeah, the minus 25% damage penalty is bad, but it's not that bad. It could be worse. So yeah, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you next time. Also, check out Duddy for Fun's channel, because he also supplies great content like me. And I will see you guys next time.